Do you know what's more fun than one project car? Two project cars. Said no one ever. As you guys know, I have the Mustang, or maybe some of you know, maybe you don't. I have a 1966 Project Mustang, and then we also picked up a 1953 Chevy 3100. The 3100 was actually supposed to be running driving. It immediately needed brakes, or actually brake lines. They were starting to rot. Needed a new master cylinder, and it's kind of just gone downhill from there. It is, of course, an older vehicle, so you fully expect it. But at the moment, it's sitting in my driveway with its oil pan underneath it, essentially in surgery, because it needs a new rear main seal. It possibly will need an engine overhaul at some point, or maybe we just move on to a more fancy engine, maybe like an LS, more modern. But the point of this video is not to talk about our plans with the actual vehicles. The point of this video is to speak on, if you have a project car, the answer to your problems is not to get a second project car. Because what ends up happening is you fragment your time. In our case, we went Chevy truck and Ford car. So parts are different, procedures are different, opinions are different. Research is completely forked. There's, of course, some overlap. It just gets really extreme, especially when this isn't your job. This is just a hobby. Not even factoring in the monetary aspect. Obviously parts are more expensive for two projects. You have to research these. Certain things can transfer over, like learning the basics of welding and being able to bring that to the table. I, of course, can use that on both vehicles. And yeah, I'm curious, do you guys have a project car, or maybe more than one? What are your opinions and your findings over the years of having that car? Have you gotten any progress on it, or is it just a lawn ornament? For me, the biggest thing is having a job and not having a whole bunch of free time, having a whole bunch of kids, wanting to obviously spend lots of time with them, go to events with them, do things, be a present father, because I never will be anything other than that. And it just doesn't leave a lot of time. This year specifically for New England, it has rained almost every single weekend. And I know my local viewers know exactly what I'm talking about. So there just has not been much time to work on it. And it's gotten kind of frustrating, which honestly kind of sucks, because it's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be a hobby. It's supposed to be something you just do in your free time and enjoy it. It kind of has become more of like a job, trying to schedule it and, put out fires, if you will, although fortunately neither one of the vehicles have caught on fire, so that was figurative. It became less fun. In fact, I had the Mustang listed for sale for a while because I just hated seeing it sitting there, but I've kind of resolved myself that I am going to work on it. I had planned to make a bunch of content, and this channel would probably be much bigger if I had actually taken that path. But honestly, YouTube in itself is a hobby, and I don't have a ton of free time, and I'm just kind of have to be okay with that. So hopefully you don't unsubscribe. Hopefully you do continue to follow me. And if this is the first video you're seeing, thank you, algorithm. I make videos on cars and occasionally working on cars. So if that interests you, I appreciate you subscribing.